morning, welcome to EnginePorn. It's finals day. We're looking forward to a great action-packed day. Who's going to be going home as top of the pops?
Finals day in drag racing takes the form of a knockout tournament for each category, with a seeding based on qualifying times. One mistake and you're out. In Top Fuel, the fastest 4 qualifiers now race in semi-final eliminations. As top qualifier, Urs gets the easiest draw. And because this is just a warm-up event with mixed categories, he's racing against a funny car.
It's Leif Hielander. He's an old guy from Sweden. He is in drag racing, I don't know, 25, 30 years or so.
Easy on the old. I'm old too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I got gray
Sorry
too.
Sorry about it. It's a young guy like him.
Urs won't need a record to beat this funny car, but he needs a fast, clean and damage-free run. With another excellent 4.8-second run, Urs is through to the final.
Yeah, it was really good. We're in the final, that's the most important thing. We go quicker in the final session.
Now the crew have a race of their own to run. On race day, there's just a couple of hours between rounds, so they're working against the clock. And there's more bad news. The slide valve has failed again, and there's even more engine damage than the last time.
We lost the cylinder just after the start. This cylinder, it had too much air or not enough fuel. Basically not enough fuel, we think. And when it leans out, it gets too hot. And then you see the effects, it starts to melt the pistons. But we've also lost this cylinder this side, this other one starts to go.
They've now got less than 2 hours to repair the car and get to the start line, or they'll forfeit their place in the final. This weekend's warm-up event has suddenly turned into a much tougher test of their championship potential than they bargained for. Drag racing is all about pushing your machinery to the limits. The ability of the mechanics to rebuild the dragster and work fast under pressure is just as important as Urs' driving skill. So this is a real test of their mettle for the season ahead. Out on the track, Lowe is through to the Top Fuel bike final. But his opponent has pulled out with engine failure, and Lowe has a slow cruise to victory. A leisurely 136 miles an hour. Urs is making sure that his final will not be an anticlimax by lending his opponent some tyres.
Next year we on the final together and he lost the tyres. The tyres are broke, but now I borrow one set of my tyres so he can run the final. We beat him on the final, not here.
Very sporting. You wouldn't see that at an F1 race. Urs lines up against his biggest rival for the European crown. The dragster is ready. The crew have done their bit. Now it's up to Urs. To beat Lex, he and the team must put aside their engine worries and push that dragster right to the limit. They've had 2 4.8-second runs, but Glenn knows they may need to be another 1/10 of a second quicker to win.
for Urs Erbacher and hard track.
Urs walks away unharmed. But the explosion has left a big question mark on an otherwise good weekend.
For me, it's okay. I don't damage the car. Just some parts burning down. It's okay.
We have a boss that's always a winner.
Yeah, I know.
You tell me
But
it's
sometimes
always a
you must
winner.
can lose.
Shit happens. It's racing. Only one glass for you, eh? We drive nitro and we drink nitro, you know, that's not hot chocolate.
But whatever the setback, Team Erbacher always finds plenty to celebrate.
0.31, incredible.
It's been a great shakedown for all the team, with new personal bests for Sasha and Lowe, 2 fast runs for Urs, another couple of trophies for the cabinet, and some useful prize money to help pay for the repairs.
It's always in cash. We need that. Or rebuild the car and engine. Yeah!
You have only big feet and a small poker. Where you want to go?
Urs remains the fastest but most explosive man in Europe, a reputation he's now desperate to end. The team face a long, hard fight to be champions, but the journey has begun. So fasten your seatbelts for 6 months of the fastest racing on the planet, on 2 wheels and on 4. Watch as the coolest bikes in Europe are built before your eyes. The new season may go up in smoke or end in glorious victory. But there's one thing that's guaranteed. It's going to be one hell of a ride.